What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Crash Play Gaming. I'm your host, Crash, and we are taking another look at the Leafeon VMAX because it did get some support Pokemon from Billion Stars, which is really nice. Kind of bumps up Leafeon's attack really high, which is really cool. But yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be fun. Description, there's the deck list down there if you want to go ahead and copy it and play along. That'd be cool. While you're down there, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, help it out, help me grow. I would appreciate it a ton. Let's get into the question of the day. So last video, people commented and answered correctly, and somebody didn't answer one of them correctly, and that's okay. But unfortunately, your first answer was the incorrect one, so I'm sorry for your entry. Even though you were the first person to answer it correctly, you had two guesses. It's not fair for everybody else. They need to have at least one guess before I count yours. So I'm sorry about that, but you did get the question right, and let's go ahead and go over that question. So the last video's question was, who was the first flying steel type Pokemon? And if you were like most of the commenters, you guessed Skarmory. So congratulations to the commenter Derek Jeter. You now have 1 point. You are 2 away from winning the free prizes. And to the other person who commented, make sure you get the first one right. That way I can give you the point. I feel bad about it, but it has to be fair for everybody. So let's go ahead and move on into this video's question. Okay, this fighting type Pokemon loves to throw berries. It also lives in packs, and they are very well coordinated and have amazing teamwork. Usually the leader of the group can throw the furthest. So, who is this Pokemon? Go ahead and leave your answer in the comment section down below. Be the first one to get the question right. And hey, sometimes people don't get it right, so you guys need to keep commenting for the answers. Anyways, good luck, and remember, you need to get 3 correct to win the prizes, and whoever gets the 3 first wins. Let's go ahead and get to the deck list. We're taking another look here at Leafeon VMAX. The attack, Grass Knot, takes 2 energies, and it hits for 60 damage times the amount of colorless retreat cost of your opponent's active Pokemon. So usually Pokemon have maybe 1 to 2 retreat cost. This Leafeon VMAX, you can see at the bottom right hand corner, it has a 2 retreat cost, so we're at minimum hitting 120 if we're facing another Leafeon VMAX. But we have ways to modify this besides the Stadium Galar Mine, which adds 2 to it. So if your opponent's active Pokemon has 4 retreat costs, we're hitting for 240 damage. 1 more, that's 300, 1 more, that's 360. But you're like, well, how do we do this? Well, if you didn't know, there's this guy, Muk. He's here. He has the ability Sludge Street, and this says that the retreat cost of your opponent's poisoned Pokemon is 1 colorless more. And then you're like, well, they have to be poisoned, and Leafeon VMAX doesn't poison. You're right. It does take a little bit of a setup, but you have Garbodor here with Poisonous Puddle. Once during our turn, if there is a stadium in play, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon poisoned. So think about this. We have a 3-3 line of Muk in here. Normally we're going to have about 2 Muks into play, maybe 1. Usually I get 2 into play, so that's another Galar Mine basically. So if your opponent has a 2 retreat cost, you add 2 more for Galar Mine, 2 more for Muk, that's 6. You're going to be hitting 360 damage plus 10 damage from poison, so 370. And then if you choose to, you have a choice belt. You could be hitting 400 damage. I think I hit 390 damage in this video, so that's fun to see. And then the other support Pokemon we have are Lumineon V. This lets us get a supporter card out of our deck into our hand, which is really nice. And Crobat allows us to draw up to 6 cards in our hand. And then we're playing 4 Ultra Balls. This helps with getting out our Muk and Garbodors and Leafeon VMAXs. Playing 2 Evolution Incense because we have a lot of Evolution Pokemon in here. 4 Quick Balls. Playing 4 copies of Switches because, well, don't have an easy way to retreat here, and sometimes we don't want to have a Garbodor or a Muk stuck in the active. 2 Boss's Orders. We're playing 3 Marnies and 4 Professor's Research. We're also playing 2 copies of Raihan, and honestly, I think you can take out 1 Raihan and put in something else, maybe another Evolution Incense, or another way to search out these Pokemon. Maybe an energy search to help you find the grass energies, but I rarely use Raihan in the deck. Normally it doesn't come up, but yeah. And then 4 Capture Energies. This Capture Energies is just mwah. It helps this deck so much. You get the basic Pokemon setup. It's easy. You might even be able to get away with playing a Battle VIP Pass or 2 in here. That actually might be good too. Just thought about that. Maybe I'll do that in some other time. But yeah. Anyways, that's the deck, guys. Check it out for yourself. It's in the description down below. Let's roll into the matches. Ooh, we're going up against Durant. I don't like that. They play some crushing hammers. I guess I'm just gonna... Ugh. It's a bummer. We're gonna need our switches for this matchup. Alright, well, Capture Energy Durant has 1 retreat cost, so I need to have Galar Mines in play. Yeah, actually I don't think we need anybody, because they play Galar Mine as well. We just need our switches for sure, because they're going to target down that Grimer. So we'll do that, and then don't need the Choice Belt in this matchup, so we can get rid of that. Quick Ball for, I guess, another Grimer. Can just research it away later, and then we will Greening Cells onto our Leafeon. And that'll do it for that turn. Next turn we'll attach the Capture Energy to the V on the bench and move forward with this. Just kidding, we're going to attach it to the active because they use Fan of Waves apparently. Oh, they got rid of a VMAX, that's a bummer. Alright, Quick Ball away the Grimer. Grab out a Trubbish, we don't need it. We're going to evolve into Muk anyways because we can. Play the Capture Energy, fail it, and then a research. Looking for a VMAX, we get it. We can Ultra Ball away that and that. And go for our last remaining VMAX, which is not good, but that's okay. Evolve, and then we just can't take a knockout, can we? Grass Knot for 60, because we don't have a Galar Mine. That's frustrating, but not the end of the world for us. There's the Galar Mine. We will play the Galar Mine. We'll put the Capture Energy here on the benched one. And then we will use Tool Scrapper. Let's get rid of that so we don't have to mill. And then take a knockout. Alright, 1 energy is good. However, our Muk might get stuck in the active, which wouldn't be good for us because we played a Galar Mine now. No, I think our opponent's a little stuck. They didn't play a supporter last turn, which is good. There's a rescue carrier. They get back 1 Durant though, so they will still mill 2 cards at the minimum here. That's all they have, which is really good for us, thankfully. Except they got rid of 2 researches when we need to be going for, what are they called? Our switches, just in case they top deck a boss or something. But that's another special energy down. We prize a switch, which is perfect. So I'm actually more concerned about taking out their special energies than I am the Durants, because well, I'm gonna have to probably go through 6 Durants anyways. And they just keep coming, and they got rid of one of our switches, which is mean. Well, we're not gonna play a card. We're just gonna Grass Knot. We don't need to thin. We have a switch in our hand, which we like, and we're just gonna keep moving on. An Evolution Incense would be great if I had another VMAX, but they milled it, and I believe the other one is prized. Oh, they finally get a Bibarel. I might Boss's Orders that Bibarel. Maybe I should have done that a long time ago. That might be the play to do so they cannot draw cards. Or make it harder for them to draw cards, especially if they didn't get a supporter. A switch. They might just be thinning cards for Bibarel here. I think they are. Okay. So we are definitely going to boss up the Bibarel, and we are definitely going to knock it out. We don't need them drawing more cards. This Durant mill is kind of scary against this Leafeon VMAX deck because our retreat costs are so high. And we don't play Snow Leaf Badge, so yeah, they could see that we got them. Okie dokie, we got a Grimer in the active, a pretty decent start though. We have way too many energies in our hand. And it looks like we're playing up against Duraludon, so that Capture Energy is not the best thing I want right now. So we're going to head and Quick Ball here, go get our Leafeon. I think we'll attach the Capture Energy to the Grimer since it's not the attacker. And hopefully our Greening Cells hits a Grass Energy. I don't know if we have any more in the deck though. So that'll be interesting. Let's go ahead and play the Capture Energy there. Grab the Trubbish. And check if I have another Grass Energy. Thankfully I do. Okay, I got 2 more in there. That's good. So grabbing the Trubbish is good. And then we can go ahead and use Greening Cells to accelerate to our Leafeon. Next turn we can research and attach energy and hopefully find a switch or some way to get our Leafeon into the active and take a knockout. though we do have to be careful because Duraludon is really minus 50 against grass Pokemon because it is resistant to grass and it has the hard coat ability. But it looks like we're playing up against the Duraludon Arceus build, judging from the double turbo energy discard. That Ultra Ball I thought would have went for an Arceus. So maybe we're playing some weird version. We could also just be playing Duraludon Vs. That'd be interesting to see. There's the Arceus. They attach the double turbo. Do they have a switch? They do. So they will have a Duraludon powered up. We will hopefully be able to get a VMAX and some stuff next turn. I think we can one-shot the Duraludon VMAXs, so we're in a really good spot, I think. Top deck another Leafeon, that's fine with me. We can go ahead and attach the Grass Energy there. And research. Sucks we have to lose the Lumineon, but it is what it is. Alright, there's a Grimer. There's our VMAX. I might want to keep the boss, but then I lose out on Marnie if I use this Ultra Ball here. Maybe I want to keep the Marnie in this case. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball away the Capture Energy and Boss's orders. I don't want to. Let's get rid of the Marnie. Crobat will draw us 5 cards. We should be okay. Should be okay. There's the Garbodor. I think that's more important than the Mucks right now. So we'll play down the Garbodor. Go ahead and Crobat for 5. Is any of them a switch? No, one's a Galar Mine, which is okay. And the other's a Quick Ball. We don't need to play the Galar Mine right now. Let's go ahead and Greening Cells and get some more energy onto our Leafeon. It sucks we couldn't find a switch. Maybe they'll knock out the Grimer. That'll be good. They could always just boss up one of our Leafeons though, especially when they have access to the V-Star. I'm not afraid of the Duraludons though. Let's see. So they're going to have 3 retreat costs plus 2. That's a 5 retreat cost. We're going to be hitting 300. That means that we'll be hitting 310 with the Garbodor Poison ability. And so we're going to need a Muck, I think, to get a one-shot on these VMAXs. 1 Muck will do. And we should be able to get one off the money. There's the boss's orders. They're going for the Crobat, thankfully. That saves our Grimers. Starbirth, okay. Wonder what they're trying to grab here. Now, if we could top deck a Muck, I think we can take down a Duraludon VMAX and I can just boss it up. So, we're hoping for an Evo Incense Ultra Ball, maybe. They could have knocked out our Leafeon V with that Choice Belt. I wonder why they didn't do that. Interesting choice. Maybe they didn't know. Better for us, though. Better for us. Uh-huh. Alrighty. Slowly putting that stuff on. Kind of mad that we have 2 Grass Energy in the discard. Let's promote our VMAX. Top deck the Ultra Ball. That's amazing. Okay. So then, we're going to Ultra Ball away a Marnie and a Quick Ball. Don't need those. Let's go ahead and go for a Muck. Let's evolve. Okay, I have to do some math here. So 60 times the amount in the active retreat cost. So 6 times 5 is 30. So that's 300 damage. Plus 1 more is 360, right? Plus the poison. So I think we can knock out a VMAX. Which we're going to do. Boss that up. Put Galar Mine down. Poison our opponent's active. And then we Grass Knot. Boom! And we get 3 prizes. Hopefully we get a Raihan or an Energy. Energy. We got to switch. Need a Raihan. That's okay. We might be able to get Raihan next one. We got Evo Incense to grab another Muck. We're one shot of VMAX here, folks. And that's insane. Also, we have the Evolution Incense to get another Leafeon VMAX. The problem is, though, is I need a Raihan. Now they're going to boss up the other Leafeon. Ooh, Training Court was good if I had another Leafeon in play. That's alright. If I top deck a... Top deck a boss, I win. Didn't top deck the boss. Let's go ahead and use Training Court. We're going to grab back an energy. Evolution Incense, get ourselves another Muk. And then we're going to play Galar Mine. And use Marnie. Looking for a Raihan or a Boss's Orders in this case. There's the Raihan, but I don't think we... Actually, I didn't need the Raihan anymore. Play the Tool Jammer. Poisonous Puddle. And then we take a knockout. 360 damage. Another Leafeon V. Don't need to play that down. Ultra Ball. Now I need a switching card if they boss up our Muk and decide to stall or something. So that'll be a little fun. But they would have to knock it out. I mean, it gets to that point, right? G-Max Pulverization, that's all they got. We got this under a Ludon. You're just too easy for us to one-shot. Poisonous Puddle. And we take the KO and the victory against Ludon. Saddens me, because I like that deck, but we win anyways. Okay, not the best start here, but all we can do is Greening Cells. That's not a good start for us. We do have a Leafeon VMAX, but I mean, we need another energy. We need our support Pokemon, and we need like a research or something. So this will be a little bit tricky. Oh boy. I might just have to Greening Cells next turn. However, that Zarude can knock us out next turn if they get lucky with energies and Rare Candy Rillaboom. Plus Switch. So getting a Quick Ball would be okay. Because I'm trying to think here. I can Quick Ball for the Lumineon. Crobat won't be much help because my hand will be too big. But my next turn it might just be a Leaf Blade. I mean a Greening Cells again if I don't top deck an energy. They too are playing Leafeon. Sounds fun. They get themselves a Greening Cells as well and a research. Good for them. They have all the cards they need. Not I, though. I get stuck with this atrocious hand. But I'll try to make it work. Honestly, that Zarude can attack next turn. An energy attachment now, plus Greening Cells from the Leafeon, plus a switch. Energy next turn. They get a knockout on Leafeon V. Maybe they miss the energy because they're taking a while, which I hope. But, sad boy I am. Would have been nice to at least have like a Grimer or a Muk on the bench. Something. So that this Evolution Incense can be used. Technically I did take 2 cards out the deck last turn. I drew a card and got the energy, but... Ugh, you hate it. You hate to see starts like this. Well, it's taking their sweet time deciding what to do next. There they go. There's an energy. And then you Greening Cells? I mean, come on now. Took that long to decide if they want to put energy or not. Okay, we do get another Leafeon, which is good. That means we can evolve into the VMAX and not get knocked out next turn. So let's do that. Greening Cells onto our VMAX. We have an Evolution Incense to get another Leafeon VMAX out, but whew, that was a decent top deck. I would have rather have seen a supporter, but I believe I can take a knockout on the Zarude because I give it 4 retreat cost, right? So bad when it comes to this map. I hit for 240. Yeah, I hit for 240. Oh, Turffield Stadium's nice. Don't have to use my Evolution Incense anymore. Thanks, opponent. But that gets themselves a Leafeon VMAX. If they play it. I don't know if they play it. I wonder if they just play Leafeon for its Greening Cells ability and nothing else. That'd be interesting. But this boss's orders will be great to take out that Zarude if they don't put in the active for me. If they do, no harm, no foul. Ooh, they got the second evolution of Grookey. It has an ability. I wonder what it does. Lay of the Land. If you have a stadium in play, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. That works. So we're going to get half hit from this Zarude. And they don't have another Pokemon set up, but if they get a Rillaboom in play, they can set up another Zarude in one turn. Capture Energy is fantastic. That goes to our Leafeon V. That gets us a Trubbish, which is fantastic. This will get us a Leafeon VMAX, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Garbodor now. So that's one less card in the deck. We'll play the Galar Mine. Don't need to use the boss's orders. And we Grass Knot, take the knockout. Grass on grass. Leafeon VMAX wins. Let's see what prizes we get. Crobat is meh. Ultra Ball is good. That lets me thin down my hand. Let's see, I can play the switches. I can Ultra Ball away the boss and the Galar Mine. If I need to. I can also play the Galar Mine. And we can Crobat. They play down another Zarude. So if they don't get a Rillaboom, I'm going to boss that Zarude up. Take another knockout. So this is good. I like Leafeon being able to one-shot anything. I mean, granted, you don't get to see the Muk and the Garbodor for this matchup, but hey, Leafeon's one-shotting things. And if they play Leafeon VMAX, they can definitely knock out my Leafeon VMAX. And then we're going to be into the races. So yeah, so if they play Leafeon VMAX, that makes it a little bit harder on us because my board state won't let me get a knockout just yet. I would need to get a Muk into play to do so. They just greening cells, so that's good. Let's see where they attach the energy. This gives us a break even with our atrocious start. So we are going to go for that Leafeon. Alright, let's play the Garbodor. Don't think the Raihan, I don't think we need the Raihan right now. Or the Galar Mine. No, let's keep the Galar Mine. Let's get rid of a switch. Raihan switch. This goes for a Muk. Let's boss up the Leafeon and then play Crobat. Our opponent might concede though after this. Crobat. 4 cards. Our research is great. Let's poison the Leafeon. And let's take a knockout. Oh! Leafeon has 1 retreat. Oh! I messed that up! Crud! No! Oops, I feel not good about that. Here I was thinking, oh, I can just knock out the Leafeon because it has a 2 retreat cost like Zarude. No, it doesn't. It has a 3. But thankfully I got a research off the Crobat. Granted, I have all my switches in my hand, which is a little bit suspect, but they need to retreat this Leafeon or else it gets knocked out. That's for sure. I should have bossed the Zarude up. That's a misplay. Send me away, folks. I misplayed hard. Leaf Blade hits for 9, and they knock out my VMAX. Okay, hopefully they use Leaf Blade to knock out my VMAX, because then I get a knockout on their Leafeon anyway. They did attach the energy to the Leafeon. They do. Okay, they take 3 prizes, I take 2 prizes. I am okay with this, though I do need to find an energy now. Ugh, it's a little bit of a bummer though. Thankfully they can't one-shot my VMAXs. It all worked out in the end. We still got the knockout. Capture Energy does not help. Evolution Incense helps get a Muk out. That's cool. Man, I don't like what I have in my hand. I have 1 Galar Mine left in the deck. Let's go for a research. I don't want to research all this away, but I really have to. Good, we got an energy. We've got a Choice Belt too, which is always nice. We can Quick Ball away this Trubbish. We don't need another Trubbish, but we can get a Muk out. That's always good for us. We can attach the energy, poison, do some more damage, and we take the knockout. 240. So we have game in our hand. There's another Muk. We have a Lumineon to get a boss's orders, but don't really need to get the boss's orders because we just take a knockout on whatever they put in the active, hopefully. We have Galar Mine. If we don't get Marnied, we're okay. I think. If we get Marnie, I would love to get a quick ball so I can get out Lumineon again. We have ways. If we don't get Marnie, we're fine. But the Zarude deck is crazy. I mean, it's basically a not Leafeon, Victini VMAX deck. It has the same type of attack. It does cost 3 energies though. But I mean, grass type Pokemon, you saw, they got Zarude up in 1 turn, which is crazy. Especially if they get the Rillaboom now with that Ultra Ball. I really do feel like this would have been a much different matchup if they were able to get that Rillaboom down on their first couple of turns. So they will be able to attack with the Zarude. They just have to hope don't have a Galar Mine. Switch. What does Leap to Leap do? Okay, 30 and 30. 30 to the active, 30 to the bench. That's no problem. I guess they're out of grass energy. Did they use Rillaboom's thing? Ooh, Cape of Toughness. That puts them at 270, right? Good thing I have the Mux. Are we going to get Marnied? Is Lord Smo going to Marnie us? They are taking their time in this matchup. I wonder if you guys like watch my videos and check out the amount of time it takes me to play my turns, the amount of time it takes my opponents to play. I think there's a huge discrepancy. This one's like about 5 minutes. 5-minute difference between them. Maybe they have tougher decisions than me. I don't know. But it's fun to notice that. Anywho's. We are waiting. Was that 2 bosses' orders? Dang. We are awaiting a surprise Marnie from our opponent. Another Bibarel can get them there. Really don't want to get Marnied. Because we have everything we need in our hand. Galar Mine's there. The other Muk is there. Just depends. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to take the one shot if I didn't have at least 1 Muk in play. So like, if they do Marnie us, right? We lose the Galar Mine. We can still poison them and put their retreat cost to 3. And then if we have 2 Muks in play, it puts it to 4, which would be effectively the same as Galar Mine. There's a research. That's it. Game over. Call it. Call it, Judge. We win. Leap to Leap. You're gonna do 30-30. Why are you doing Leap to Leap, bro? Going for my Grimers, man. You need to chill, homie. Let's go ahead and poison. And then we got the last of the Galar Mines. And we are doing a whopping 390 damage with Leafeon VMAX. Get out of here. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching Leafeon one-shot some VMAXs. Those Duraludons stood no chance. The Zarude deck stood no chance. We were just powerhousing over them. It's insane how much damage Leafeon VMAX can do. You set up everything, and boom, you're golden. You don't even have to worry about a thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time on Crash Blade Gaming.